Hey, what is going on, everyone, and welcome once again to patch 5.6, and in today's video we are going to be doing some Red Star pulls for Deathpool. Now, because this is such a big character with the campaign event coming soon, we are going to be doing two lots of pulls for both my main account and my baby account, Boilon89, who is shown here. So hopefully, both of them running here. So hopefully by the end of this, we have some decent pulls. I would love at least a 4 on my main account, of course, but I'll take more if they want to give it. Unfortunately, because it is a 100 shard unlock for her, that is not happening that I'll be buying her, but her event is on Friday, so not long to wait for that. I will be going over the kit though, and I want to give special mention to Cloak and Dagger, since they are supposed to be her teammates, and we'll be discussing that as well alongside in this video. So strap in for some orb opening fun, and let's get this party started. Okay, so we're going to start off here on my Boilon89 account, mainly because I am nervous as hell about pulling, because I haven't had a ton of great luck. I think I got only 3 for Maria Hill, and I did get a 4 for Cap Sam, but other than that, it hasn't been super amazing. And I was tempted of doing some seed theory on this. However, when I looked at the Milestone Orb 2 recently, it is bugged. Now, I don't have very many orbs on this account, but on my main account, I do have some. And what is bugged is actually the 93% chance of the left and right pillars actually now show the ability orb, the old ability orb that they were supposed to have removed. So I'm reluctant to want to pull any of this stuff because it still contains that ability orb fragments, which I thought they got rid of. So I don't want to pull any of these Milestone Orb 2 pulls unless, you know, in case of accidentally getting a useless orb that you can't pull, because I'm pretty sure they got rid of it. Yeah, they did. So you can't even open that if I were to get shards for it. So we're going to, I don't have any gold orbs either. I don't really have any way to test the seed theory. So we're not going to do that this time around. So we're just going to dive right in. What we're going to do, we have 49 Red Star Orbs for my baby account, and we do have 3 Elite 4s and an Elite 5. So I don't think I'm probably going to get I don't think I'm going to get a 5-star for my baby account. However, that's, you know, not entirely impossible. We're going to be going over the math in the event in a separate video, so that'll be different from this. That'll probably be coming Friday morning, maybe Thursday, but we'll see. And so we're going to be doing this first. I'm gonna pull the Elite 5, I think, and I'm concerned that if Cloak and Dagger is a 100 shard unlock, if they're Blitz, I'm not gonna get them for my baby account, so I won't be saving any big orbs for them. So let's get this orb opening started. We got lost to pull, so here we go. Big money. That was not great. A wasp. Ugh. And of course, this is my baby account. Nothing's a dupe, really. Ugh. Give me a rework. Another one. Okay, let's go. Elite 4s. Let's go. 4 Captain Marvel. Okay, of course, everything is going to be basically an upgrade for this account, more or less. Another one. 4 Shield Assault. Kill me now. Oh, lordy. Another pink. 4 Cap Sam. Oh, it's an upgrade for this account. Okay. That was okay. Okay, bad start, and I have no way of testing the seed that I'm in, so yeah, let's just jump back into the regular orbs then. Bad start to the pulls, because if this is a reflection of what it might be for my other account, kill me now. Oh my god. Some of this might actually be non-dupes because I don't have a lot of red stars in general, and I'm still kind of going up the way. 3 Strife. He is... Okay, I didn't even check. She is in there, right? Okay, just thought I would double check, because you know how we get screwed from time to time. 3 dupes. And I'll switch back to the Elite 4 as soon as I get one as well. If I do, a lot of these aren't actually going to be dupes, but... some of them will be, but oh, we got a 4 Black Widow. That's an upgrade from 3 to 4. Most of these I don't really need, so it's not a huge deal. No Deathpool yet, not even a 1 or a 2. This is pretty embarrassing. Good thing this is my baby account, but, you know, it does not fill me with great confidence here, and is super concerning going into my main account. Okay, so oops, we should have pulled an Elite Four. Oh my god, is she even in here? Not one yet. Oh my lord. I am gonna be so mad if she's not actually in here, even though it says. I think some other people... Venom, ugh, don't really need that right now. Some other people I think said they pulled for her, so I think she is actually in the orbs. I'm just getting super bad luck. Come on. Give me something. Thank you for that bishop upgrade. Too. The woes of an early account. Seriously, what is going on? 28. So we're over halfway through our lot here for my baby account. 4? Yes! Okay, great. From a regular orb too. That kind of just brought back all of the bad luck. I'm stopping there on my my baby account, and we're gonna be moving on. So that was about half of my lot, I guess, and great. Okay, 4. You know, that's probably likely to happen from the campaign event for this account. So yeah, that's good. So let's move on. Let's switch back to my main account. Okay, now we have my main account here, and we have 62 Red Star Orbs. We have 4 Elite 4s, we have 1 Elite 5, and Elite 6. I'm not going to be pulling the 6. I'm very adamant normally of saving the Elite 6 for a legendary character, because you're more likely to get them unlocked at a particular star level, 5 or 6, so that makes more sense to me. I don't pull them willy-nilly. Normally, again, I don't think I have anything I can really test my seed in. Let's do a quick... Oh, is that actually 350? Oh my god, that's really good. You know, let's just move in. That's pretty decent luck, actually. Hey, why not? Let's go 5-4 regular, right? Okay, let's let her rip. Let her rip, guys. Like pulling off a band-aid. Come on. I'm surprised that was an upgrade. That's not what I wanted. I don't use Colossus anymore. Closer to another Elite 4. But it was an upgrade, I guess. Okay, we got 4 of these. Come on. 5! That was an... Oh my god. Oh my god. And it was an upgrade. We might have another 5. Fucking minions. Okay. Oh my god. Let's go. It's go time. It's go time. Damn it. It's a dupe. More dupes. Close to another Elite 6. Jeez. My luck has been not stellar these days. Let's go for another one, Elite 4, and we got a 4. I might just pull the other one just in case, you know, but I'm not going to go into the regular orbs, I think, at this point. Let's go one more. Can we get a higher one? No. Okay, that was another dupe, and I think that there's not a lot of point in pulling the regular ones, really, because the likelihood of me getting a 5 on a regular orb is just almost null. No, no pun intended there. Null the king in black. A 5, 1%, and then you have to realize that it's 15% of 1%, which is actually 0.15% chance that any given orb would be a 5 Deathpool, and those odds are not good. I think it's like almost 1 to 1,000. So just given rough math, probably wrong, but you know, something around there. So that's it for the Red Star Orb pull portion, guys. We got 2 4s on both accounts. I'm happy with that. You know, I'm so glad it wasn't less than that. I would have felt really bad. It's very likely I will get 4-star on both accounts, so I think that's fine. Willing to do that. And let's talk about the kits of the character, though, because that's really what's important about how good Deathpool is, where we think we're going to use her, and the other characters that kind of go alongside her, even though will be separate down the line. Let's talk about the kits. Alright, so let's talk about Deathpool, because that's what we're here to talk about. She is crazy. So she is a Hero Cosmic, Mystic Brawler, and of course New Warrior. So let's go over the kit a la MSF.gg, because it's a lot better to see here than if you were to look inside the roster screen, because I don't have her unlocked. So, well, first, actually, you know what? Let's look at the passive, because really that's where it's crazy. Let's zoom in a little bit as well. So Death Comes for All, her passive. On enemy death, heal self for 10% of max health, and attack the most injured enemy for 300% plus clear 3 positive effects. This is crazy, and I also want to say that this doesn't trigger off itself. So if you, on enemy death, kill someone else, do that damage, and kill another character, it's not going to keep triggering after each other. You know, the passive does not trigger the passive again. So I just wanted to verify that and let people know about that. When this character or any new warrior ally drops below 30% health, apply 1 death proof up to a max of 2 to that character, so that's okay. And it's actually not in raids as well. So in raids, this is the charge part. Now this is in relation to the ult, which we'll talk about, and how basically she can like one-shot someone. So on spawn, gain 1 charge up to a maximum of 5. On spawn, fill speed bar for self and all mystic allies. This was changed. Originally, when the strike time video, it said just herself, but it is herself and all mystic allies, which is really great because this allows her and her mystic allies, if you're using a Doom raid, this will allow her basically all of them to go first before other characters. Very likely to be the case. On enemy death, generate 1 ability energy for 2 random mystic allies or self, kind of like the Thanos passive, but this is in raids only. Gain 5% drain for each charged on this character. Mystic allies gain 10% drain, and then the 20% max health. I do want to talk about the stats of the characters as well, because that'll be quite interesting, but this is really important since she does give that. Now, we're going to go into the ult, because I think that's what's important for the charge. Clear death proof from primary target. Attack primary target for, and this is on a cooldown of 3, available on turn 1. Attack primary target for 500% damage. Apply 2 bleed for 2 turns, then gain 1 charged up to a max of 5. So you need to use this a handful of times in order to get it up to 5. So what happens when you're at 5? And it gets 5,000% extra focus, so you're very likely to clear the death proof no matter what. If at maximum charge, attack primary target for 20,000% piercing. This basically does over 1,000,000 damage from what I've seen in some other videos, and this only happens when you're at 5. So either you need to use the ultimate a couple of times in raids, or you need to go through multiple raid nodes, because on spawn you're getting 1 charge. If you're going into another node, you're getting another charge. So this is basically, I would say, you want to save up for a boss fight. In Doom Raid Mystic, on the Mystic boss node, there is a Dr. Doom. I have a feeling that I'm just going to like slash him, you know, save up my charges and make sure I have this and one-shot him, and that's going to save me a load of time. So this attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked, and then you lose all the charges, of course. Now, her basic, clear all negative effects on this character. If negative effects are removed, heal 5% per negative effect removed. So this is kind of back to the days of Deadpool's passive, and it allows her to heal up a little bit more if she needs it. Attack primary and adjacent targets for 300% and clear death proof. Like almost everything clears death proof. Flip stealth and speed up on primary and adjacent targets if any of the adjacent targets happen to have that. If any enemy is a minion, 600%. So a whopping, she's just going to go and wreck nerds in wreck minions in raids. This attack cannot be blocked. Now, Dance Macabre, I never know how to say this. Transfer all negative effects from this character to the primary target. Attack primary target for 300% damage. Attack all adjacent targets for 270. Now, what I want to say is that this is really important because it's the order in which these activate. So, transfer all negatives from this target to the primary target. Attack for damage. Steal health from primary and adjacent targets, and redistribute to self and all mystic allies. And then, if the target is still alive, keep that in mind, that is very important. If the target dies, you're not going to be spreading all the negative effects from the primary targets to all adjacent targets. So that spreading is not going to occur if they die from any of the previous interactions. So keep that in mind. Now, whether or not you're going to be running a striker or a healer, it looks like this is interesting. So the assist counter info, that's typically what the striker applies. Now, plus clear 100 positive effects. So the basic doesn't actually do that. It just clears death proof. So I think we're going to need some more clarification on this one, whether or not it actually works that way. Some people are saying, are you going to run striker or are you going to run healer? Because there is some healing, possibilities here, and we'll have to see on the passive and on the special, and see whether or not that makes a big difference or not. Now, this is really important because how you get these vulnerabilities, because some people say, well, you can't run everyone with Striker because somebody needs to apply vulnerabilities. Well, that's what Cloak and Dagger do, and their kits are really cool. Now, I'm not going to go into super big detail here in this video because this is a Deathpool video, but basically, we're going to take a look at their ultimates. Shadow Assault for Cloak. Attack all enemies for 280% damage. Apply 3 random negative effects from this list. And apply +1 vulnerability up to a maximum of 5 to all enemies. And if Dagger is an ally, do all this extra stuff. Now what's interesting is Dagger's ultimate does basically almost the same thing, or very close to the same thing. Attack all enemies for this amount of damage, piercing, plus apply offense down. If Cloak is an ally, 3 random negative effects, plus apply vulnerable. So both of them do this kind of Moon Knight-esque ultimate, applying random stuff across the board and also applying vulnerable. So that's really nice. But yeah, they have really awesome kits. What's interesting about Cloak and Dagger, again, this isn't a Cloak and Dagger video, however, they are City Mystics, Hero City Mystics, and both Cloak and Dagger, and I have a feeling that they might be viable in Dark Dimension 3 and 4 City. Basically not replacing, but as an alternative to Symbiotes, because Symbiote, Spider-Man, and Anti-Venom are both very difficult to obtain for newer players. So we'll have to see what the unlock methods are for them. They are both 100 shard characters, unfortunately, so this is going to be a little bit of an issue as well. Character stats wise, I think they're both really interesting. So health wise, you can see here, Deathpool ranks number 4 on the list for highest health in the game. Now, keep in mind, Deathpool does have a 20% max health passive, so that's really important to note here. So that's including the 20%. And that's, you know, just like Cap Sam has a really high, because Cap Sam has a plus % health bonus as well. Damage-wise, if you filter by that, Deathpool has the second highest damage stat in the game behind Phyla-Vell. What's important about this is that Phyla-Vell has a plus % damage passive herself, which is being applied to herself. Deathpool does not. So her damage stat is very, very high. Now, Cloak and Dagger both have something that improved the damage of new warrior allies. So in raids, Cloak gives plus 15% here on the passive, and I think Dagger does as well, I thought. Yeah, it does. So they both give 15% more. So what this means is that combined, they're going to be giving 30% more damage stat to Deathpool. So that 36,000 here, which actually, by the way, is with level 85. Let's tone this down to level 80 for now. But either way, an extra 30% is going to propel her way above what Phyla-Vell's damage stat and push Deathpool to number 1 damage stat in the game. Now, for the other stats, armor, focus, and resistance, she definitely is not on the top here at all, but that's interesting. Damage-wise as well, Dagger is number 10, but that does also include her own damage passive, I think. But Cloak is way down the list, I think at 80 or something for damage, 85 for damage, so that's pretty crazy there. For health, also, Dagger does pretty well. She's also here at number 9 alongside Moondragon, identical hit points to Moondragon. So, you know, very good stats on the characters. For some reason, Cloak lags a little bit behind, actually, given that he's a controller who normally have higher stats than a support character. So, Dagger has some pretty impressive stats and higher damage than Cloak. I find this a little bit interesting, but overall, the three of them look pretty crazy. Where will you want to use them, though? Realistically, oh, I should be looking at Deathpool. Realistically, because of her traits, you're going to be wanting to consider her maybe in Dark Dimension Cosmic for 3 and 4. This might depend on what you have available. I think people are going to either run Kess Watch or Death Watch, which is basically Infinity Watch, the foursome with Deathpool or with Kestrel. And the reason why that is might depend on what you have available to you, because they're like slicing butter with a hot knife. Because I recently ran Dark Dimension 4 Cosmic with Kess Watch, and I one-shot every single node for my partner. So it was absolutely crazy. So I'd be interested to see how Deathpool kind of maybe be an alternative to Kestrel to run alongside, or even maybe with one of the other characters. But Cloak and Dagger, I will be very interested to see how they might run in obviously Dark Dimension City, and of course in the Doom Raid nodes, which they're intended for. All of them are intended to be the new warriors for the threesome for Doom Raid Mystic. So I'll be looking forward to trying them out, but unfortunately, like I said, I'm not paying to unlock them at 100 shard level. That's like $70 Canadian. I just can't really afford that right now, unfortunately, guys. But hopefully you enjoyed this video anyways. Let me know in the comments down below what you're looking forward to with regards to Deathpool, Cloak and Dagger, and anyone else coming for this. Where are you going to use them? How hard are you going to go on their event coming up? And for Cloak and Dagger, I don't know, maybe you might want to consider using them in Dark Dimension City. That will be a topic of another video for us to look at, I think, to see whether or not they're actually viable for that. So that's the end of this video, guys, and until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see y'all later. Boilon signing out.